Engines idling on the street glare. Side mirror check, cold stare. Lane shift clean, no flare. Whole block feel when I'm there. Lesson plate blur in the tunnel. Baseline rolls through the metal. Foot down steady on pedal. Mind locked into the schedule. Late night freight yard smoke. Steel beam shadow cloak. You talk like you run the zone, but freeze when the weight gets close. I don't telegraph moves, I reduce and improve. You confuse noise for truth. I produce and remove. Parking lot meeting, no cameras. Handshake short, no grammar. You brag for the band, I plan for the damage. Sub pressure crawl through the chassis. Concrete crack while past it. You overreact dramatic. Underplay and I'm master it. No side talk in the circle. Loose lips turning into hurdles. You leak under minimal pressure. I seal under pressure internal. Fast grip, tight breath, zero panic, left, you flex. Then retract when the tempo gets stretched. Warehouse echo metallic, steel door slam automatic. You rehearse stuff static, I move real pragmatic. No social stuff for the feed, no stage we bleed. You need the scene to believe, I don't need weaknesses to lead. Cargo stacked in the back, black duffel, strap tight. You stall when stakes rise, I adjust in half light. Sub hit, ripple through rail. You pale when the detail like trail, no breadcrumb tail. Just scale, laughter scale. Midnight highway, empty engine hum steady. You weren't ready, already a heady. Fast tongue cut, clip edges, no extra filler for hedges. You hedge bets on attention, I edge out in dimensions. Docket lights flicker, flow get quicker. You bigger, I trigger. Not rage, just drive, not hype, just strive. You high when it's live, I thrive in a tie. Chain fence battle, breath short, no battle. You prattle, I tackle, no chorus, sweet and bright. No dramatic spotlight, just raw night and forward bite. Freight train passing slow, little glow, shadow throw. You show for the show, I go for the goal. Fast lane through industrial, blueprint confidential. You sentimental, I instrumental. Sub-vibrate in the beam, you scheme in a dream. I build in between concrete and steam. Short views but contain, grip tight on the lane. You chase what is framed, I stay uncontained. Warehouse clock tick, you slip, I stay quick, pivot, shift. No monologue villain, no fake adrenaline. You acting resilient, I'm actually resilient. Hard paced, sustain, no drift in the brain. You strain when it rain, I gain in the rain. Contain a stack, skyline, dark port, lifeline. You headline, I grind. Subslide on the ribs, you trip, I flip, clip after clip. No borrow bravado, no slogan motto. You hollow, I follow through throttle. Freight gate open slow, cold air blow. You don't know how far I go. Grip will, draw set, that met, rep, cap, respect, check. Fast tempo, industrial. You casual, I actual, perpetual. No bright hook, repeat, just heat. Steel on the feed, heartbeat, sink to the beat. Dark like fade gray, engines pull away. You sway, I stay. Not louder, not softer, just faster and harder. Server room heat, red light blink, fans spin fast, no time to think, digits flip, I don't sink. You lag when the system link, blast out with top floor view. Black tie tight, cold like flu. You talk big in interview, but crack when the pressure grew. Boardroom long table glare, the silence fill the air. You shuffle papers in fear, I cut deals crystal clear. Sublime, pulse through the chest, phone buzz heavy on desk. You second guess your next step, I calculate 10 steps ahead. False type contract sealed, sharp claws leverage field. You yield when stakes revealed, I build from concealed. No flashy handshake grin, no speech about where I've been. You spin, narratives thin, I lock numbers in. Tempo climb, heart stay calm, palm flat, no qualm. You stall when alarms ring loud in a hall. Data feed scrolling fast, quarter numbers contrast. You panic about the past, I pivot and outlast. Chrome door slide shut, briefcase snap cut. You bluff, I don't strut, just move and adjust. High rise, went through suit, low voice, short dispute. You mute when it's acute, I execute. No hallway whisper plots, no fake alliance knots. You caught in tangled thoughts, I break them in the dust. Fast good on the screen, grab spike neon green. You chase what might have been, I claim what's unseen. Subtone on the speech, words land out of reach. You breach and retreat, I breach concrete. Lake fly private jet, night sky silhouette. You sweat over dead, I reset and collect. Cabin light dim low, you slow under the glow. I grow with the flow, and never show. No social flex pose, no champagne toes. You boast for the ghost, I host a matters most. Tempo up, post quick, pen click, contract thick. You slip when numbers shift, I flip the whole script. Cold marble lobby floor, security at the door. You unsure, I secure. No training but speed, no desperate stampede. You plead for lead, I lead indeed. Fast in highway glass, city blur as we pass. You crash in the past, I bust and surpass. Elevator count ticks, time tight, no tricks. You mix and remix, I fix and a fix. Steel nerves never shake, no break mistakes. Wait, you fake what you make. I take what I take. Conference call tone flat, no chat beyond that. You react to stat, I act on fact. Tempo surge relentless, itching to compress. You stressing the test, I invest and progress. No more lecture speech, no reach beyond reach. You overteach, I under reach and breathe. Subtle nod ends deal, your shield revealed. My steel unreal, outcome sealed. Or pen scratch line, sing out your mind. You went about time, I redefine. Yeah. Fast steps is it clean, backseat limousine. You dream what I mean what I mean. Glass skyline, fade, gray morning edge of day. You sway, I stay. No louder, no softer, just faster and harder. That's drilling a suit, pressure on the room, speed without noise, and dominance without a boom. Engines roar, engines roar. Engines roar, black smoke spill. Grip tight, no overkill. You talk loud, I move still. Pressure build, I bend no bull. Still flash, quick recoil. Hand steady, blood won't boil. You chase hype, I chase spoil. Flip the ball, control the soil. Heavy tread on concrete floor. Back straight, I want more. You knock soft on the door, I break through core to core. Fast paced, breath cut short. No court, no retort. You distort for support, I escort straight to report. Chrome glare in the night, red sight, dead right. You fight for the light, I bite and ignite. Post deep through the chest, stress test, no rest. You guess, second guess, I press and compress. Grip cold on the grip, quick shift, no slip. You trip, mid-script, I grip and equip. Blast crack on the heat, raw beat, concrete. You tweet, defeat, I meet and compete. Fast lane, hard pivot, no gimmick. I live it, you mimic the image. I finish the limit, dark moon, no flash, cash dash, full dash. You crash at the clash, I slash and rehash. Quick cut, sharp angle, no tangle, no jangle. You dangle, I strangle. Sub hit through the frame, no fame game. You blame, I flame. Heart stands, chin up, cup runneth up. You stunt and straw, I shot and erupt. Speed cloud, neck tense, defense, offense. You dense, I immense. Black boots, tight lace, no chase, full pace. You chase the face, I chase the case. Still nerves, no twitch, switch, pitch. You snitch, I enrich. Rapid fire cadence, no patience. You vacant, I ancient. Grip lock, floor shake, no fake. You break, I take. Heavy knock, door bend, no friend. You pretend, I ascend. Tempo rise, lungs burn. You learn, I turn and turn. Full glare, jaw set, no sweat. You fret, I get. Fast run through the grid, no lid. You hit, I did. Sharp line, clean sweep, no sleep. You weep, I keep. Black sky, no star, no bar. You fall, I are. Hard press, no stall. Stand tall, you fall. That's all. Not louder, not softer. Just faster and harder. No mercy talk, no glory speech. Just impact and reach. Let's do it. Step heavy. Step heavy, concrete vibrate. Whole block feel one now escalate. No warm up talk, I detonate. Every move deliberate. Breath tight, lungs locked in. You freeze when the drum drop in. I move like I've been top 10 before the top 10. No cartoon villain noise, no fake top boy poise. You loud for the boys, I build for the voice. Up bass crawl through the rib, heart rate sync with the grid. You panic when pace gets big, accelerate mid. Fast pen and stitch clean, no blur in between. You talk about mean, I live what you scream. Street cold, spine steel, no flex, just real. You fold in the field, I focus and deal. Tempo climbing higher, no quiet, no lie. Just pressure and fire and breathe, getting tighter. You say that you built from the mud, then drown in the flood. I still with the blood, was thicker than love. No trust in applause, no faith in your laws. You bark from afar, and vanish at war. Grip firm on the mic stand. No plan B, no hype plan. You chase with the crowd hands, I take with the night trends. Sub shift in the pavement, movement without statement. You crumble in placement, I sharpen the cadence. Fast tongue, no stumble, your structure unstable. I build from the rubble, no fable. City lights flicker, flow gets quicker. You fade in the picture, right here, harder and thicker. No hook to repeat, no sweep for the beat. Just heat in the street, under my feet. You scream about dominance, I don't need to promise it. You chasing accomplishments, I am the consequence. Tempo, push past comfort, no buffer, no stutter. You gutter when pressure, I hover and hover. Cold stare, jaw set, no sweat, no debt. You bend, I reset, and never forget. Sub rumble, chest shake, hands start to quake. I sharpen the take and double the stake. No ego parade, no shade in the blade. You trade and charade, I upgrade the grade. Rapid cadence, breath control. Mind steady, body cold. You sell what you told. Got earn what I hold. No fantasy, war cries, no soft compromise. You lost in the skies, I sharpen the lines. Street low light, you talk big online. I stand when it's fights up deep, floor shift. You drift when the pitch lift. I adapt, no cliff. You collapse real quick, no gimmick tone. No borrowed throne, you crumble alone. I sharpen the bone. Tempo spike, sudden, no running, no hiding. You crumble from nothing. I built from surviving. Hard pace, no break, no fake. Can't shake you fall when the stakes start feeling awake. No mercy, aesthetic, just kinetic, magnetic. You frantic, synthetic, I steady, methodic. We're short, but the line, no slip in the time you flip. One can find I thrive on the grind. Some hit like impact, no comeback from that. You react to retract, back attack and adapt. Fast lane, no warning, no dawn, no morning. You yawning and boring, not storming and forming. No sugar in verse, no rehearse in reverse. You curse when it hurts, I work and immerse. City hum deep tone, you freeze, I own. You overexpose, I sharpen and hone. No background harmony, no soft apology. Just raw velocity, encode autonomy. Temporize extreme, you scream, I scheme. You chase a dream, I break the scene. Grip tight, spine straight, no hate, just wait. You late to the gate. I dominate, sub-fade, but impact stays. You chase the phase, I change the maze and set the blaze. Not louder, not softer, just faster and harder. You perform survival loud, I survive without a crowd. You crumble under doubt, I move through it proud. That's true, that's pace, that's pressure, no trace. Warehouse floor, sweat slick, still beams drip from the grip. Neon flick, quick shift, you twitch when the system hit. Dust in the lungs, no mask, crate stack, forklift parts. You brag in the group chat, blast and store when it moves that fast. Bare bob, hum overhead, Fred pulled tight instead. You talk like the rims misled, I cut through the rumor spread. Black stare, echo footstep, breath short, jaw set. You post threats on the net, I close distance, collect. Sub shape, rattle the tin, palms rough, knuckles thin. You grin till the drums begin, then fold from within. You stage lights, no cheer, just sweat and broken gear. You disappear in fear, I steer and shift gear. Fast grid under the steel, tread deal, seal deal. You kneel at the first reel, I peel back what you conceal. Loose wise spark, blue, you crew, talk what you do when he come through. You mute mid-view, spill oil stain on boots. Hard truths, tight roots, you doubt in the shoots. I root through disputes. Concrete dust in the air, cold stare, no prayer. You swear you're rare, I tear that layer bare. Sub hit under a bone, dial tone, monotone. You clone what was shown, I own unknown zones. Crate door slam, lock, click, wrist flick, quick shift. You slip at the risk, I dip and commit. No anthem, no chant, no slang for a grind. You rhyme for the grind, I stand where I stand. Tempo climb through the spine, uncut clean in time. You whine about grind, I grind for the wine. Iron rail, clang hard, scarred yard, night guard. You bluff from afar, I step in the yard. No barber slang flex, no stage defects. You text regrets, I press a reset, stack palace tight out. Hostile foul, compile, you smile then exile. I pile on the pile, subtone deep in the chest. Short breath, no rest, you guess at the test. I press till it's pressed, bare knuckle on with no good, misunderstood. You stood where you could, I stood where I should. Fast pace through the grid, you skid, I slid. You hid, I did. No halo took sting, no born to win. You thin, I dense within. Rust on a hinge, time fringe. You binge, I binge and hinge. Heavy boots, scrape stones, on unknown. Undertone, you phonic in alone. I home what I own. Shift change, whistle, cock, a tight shot. You struck, then rock, I got in, but no drama for show. No glow, you low, I grow. Speed spike, no break. Handshake, I take, you fake. There white, live spark, dark mark. You bark, I carve. Sub low, post hit, split grip. You quit, I fit. Warehouse ethic, clock tick. You trick, I stick. No speech, no breach, no reach, do not reach. You leech, I breach. Tempo burn in the chest, that's best. You stressed, I best. Dust cloud in the beam, harsh gleam. You scheme, I steam. No trophy pose, no rose. You froze, I rose. Fast lane through the day, great day. You sway, I stay. Tin roof, drum roll control. You fold, I hold. Not louder, not softer, just faster and harder. Still room, no boom, just move and consume. Engines idling under street glare. Side mirror check, cold stare. Lane shift clean, no flare. Whole block feel when I'm there. License plate blur in the tunnel. Baseline roll through the metal. Foot down steady on pedal. Mind locked into the schedule. Late night freight, y'all smokes. Steel beam shadow cloak. You talk like you run the zone, but freeze when no weight gets close. I don't telegraph moves, I reduce and improve. You confuse noise for truth, I produce and remove. Parking lot meeting, no cameras. Handshake short, no grammar. You brag for the banner, I plan for the damage. Sub pressure crawl through the chassis. Concrete crack where I pass it. You overreact dramatic, I underplay and I master it. No side, talk in a circle. Loose lips turn into hurdles. You leak under minimal pressure, I seal under pressure internal. Fast grid, tight breath, zero panic. Left flex, then retract when the tempo gets stretched. Warehouse echo metallic, steel door slam automatic. You rehearse top static, I move real pragmatic. No social storm for the feed, no stage, we bleed. You need the scene to believe, I don't need witnesses to lead. Cargo stacked in the back, black duffel strap tight. You stall when stakes rise, I adjust in half light. Sub hit, ripple through rail, you pale when the detail. I trail, no breadcrumb tail, just scale after scale. Midnight highway empty, engine hum steady. You weren't ready, already aheady. Fast tongue cut, clip edges, no extra filler for hedges. You hedge bets on attention, I edge out in dimensions. Backyard lights flicker, flow get quicker. You bicker, I trigger, not rage, just drive, not hype, just dry. You high when it's live, I thrive in the tide. Chain link fence, rattle, breath short, no battle. You prattle, I tackle, no chorus, sweet and bright. No dramatic spotlight, just raw night and forward bite. Freight train passing slow, low glow, shadow throw. You show for the show, I go for the goal. Fast lane through industrial, blueprint confidential. You sentimental, I instrumental. Sub vibrate in the beam, you scheme in a dream. I build in between concrete and steam. Short fuse but contain, grip tight on the lane. You chase with it's framed, I stay uncontained. Warehouse clock, tick, you slip, I stick. Quick pivot, shift, no monologue, villain, no fake adrenaline. You acting resilient, I'm actually resilient. Hard pace, sustain, no drift in the brain. You strain when it rain, I gain in the rain. Container stack, skyline, dark port, lifeline. You headline, I grind. Sub slide in the ribs, you trip, I flip, clip after clip. No borrow, bravado, no slogan motto. You hollow, I follow through throttle. Freight gate, open slow, cold air blow. You don't know how far I go. Grip wheel, jaw set, that met. Threat kept, respect check. Fast tempo, industrial, you casual. I actual, perpetual. No pride, hook, repeat. Just heat, steel under feet. Heartbeat sync to the beat. Dark light fade, gray. Engines pull away, you sway, I stay. Not louder, not softer, just faster and harder. Clock hit zero, lights not white. Flow tremble subtle, grip mic tight. Fast lane rhythm, pulse ignite. No warning flare, just forward bright. Several racks hum in the back. Cold air cut through still in glass. Finger tap once then contract. You store when the numbers clash. Data flood across the wall. I scan fast, no slip, no stall. You talk big to the pressure cord and posture shift, you shrink small. Pop, 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 beat sync to the drumline surge. Words that clean in a narrow verge. You troop chase noise for viral merge. I cut clean like a sharpened edge. Tempo spike, breath still calm. Grip steady in the palm. You flinch at the first alarm. I lean in, extend the arm. No hollow threat for display. No staged outburst to sway. You drift when it gets gray. I press to the boardroom sway. Chrome table, glass reflection. Quick glance, read deception. You rehearse intimidation, I execute correction. Sub-crawl on the marble tile. Jaw set hard, no smile. You bluff with style, I break that file. No fantasy, villain act, no loud dramatic impact. You react to contact, I attack and retract. Speed climbing through the grid. Sentence slip, mid-syllable split. You trip, mistakes get big. I adapt to commit, elevated climb. Numbers flash, you crash in a mental clash. I dash through the static cash. No pass, just a slash. Rising, lungs compressed, diction sharp, no excess. You stress in the stress, I invest in progress. Black suit, cold hallway echo, low tone, sharp tempo. You follow a shallow memo. I set the deeper level, no handshake for applause. No speech about the cause. You caught in image laws. I move without pause. Subway ripple through the chest. You second guess the next. I step and flex, structure complex. Fast grip, no mercy, you blurry. I sturdy, move early, conference screen glare. Silence stick in the air, you stare. I declare, no ego, spill for attention. No tension, extension, you mention prevention. I bring intervention. Hot numbers in a tight frame, no soft blame. You aim, I claim. Tempo push past threshold, you fold. I hold uncontrolled, steel door, slide behind. Clear line in my mind, you blind. I got lines, sub rumble like distant train. Under vein, you strain, I remain. No backup, raw many outside, night fight, no fry. You felt projection, I build direction. You fake reflection, I got connection. Boardroom cold, glass frost. One word, heavy, cost you lost. I cross. Speed up, breast steady, rip ready, already heady. No desperate climb for fame, no stage name. You flame my frame, suppulse through spine. Red line, you decline, I redefine. Tempo burn, hot, you not got exact spot. No crowd to impress, no press, you stress, I compress. Lights dim slow, you show, I go below. Not louder, not softer, just faster and harder. That's drill in a closed room, that's pressure with no boom. That's speed without noise and dominance that consumes. Basement fuse blow, sparks jump wide. Chain lock snap, step inside. No talk, no guide, just raw collide. Ceiling crack, grip, rust, dust. Footprint smearing the crust. You shot for trust. I move cause I'm lost. Black hood low, jaw tight. Neon hump, blade bright. You hype online all night. Freeze when it's live inside. Fast breath, flow shake. Spine stiff, no break. You fake the quake, I'll make it ache. Sub bro under bone, teeth grit. Monotone, you clone what you been shown. I carve in stone. No loud train crew, no fake debut. You preview. I break through, grip cold on the rail. No spell, you bail, I prevail. Short step, sharp cut, rip stud, gut shot. You strut, I got. Tempo rise, no score. Wall to wall, you crawl, I'm more. Hard glare, no blink. Edge of the sink, you think I sink. Still pipe, lean back. Jaw crack, you lack. Ice stack, quick spin. Elbow turn, lungs burn, you learn, I churn. No middle speech tone, no throne. You moan, I own. Sub hit, deep in vain. Rain stain, you complain. I maintain foot scrapes them and drag. Black bag, you brag. I tag, fast hands, wrist flick. Brick click, you sick. I slick. No echo hook, sweet, no retreat. You bleed, I lead. Shadow, cut on brick. Quick stick, you trick, I stick. Tight jaw, no grin, skin thin, you spin, I win. Tempo beat, block, rush, crush, hush. You blush, I crush. Heavy breath, do smoke, one stroke. You choke, I spoke. Hard step through glass, cut past. You lost, I blast. No scripted rage, no cage. You stage, I engage. Sub-crawl through chest, no rest. You guess, I press. Knuckles split, skin, chin, spin, you thin. I grin, fast line, metal stare. Cold air, you stare, I tear. No fake applause, no cause. You pause, I cross. Hard slam, I gate, late feet, you wait, I escalate. Short nod, lights out, no doubt, you shout. I route, sub fade, low growl, foul scowl. You howl, I prowl, not louder, not softer, just faster and harder. No mercy line, no warning sign, just pressure on time. That's drill. That's drill. Watch me work, watch me work, watch me work. Walking lights off, I don't need the spotlight. Got night vision, every mission hitting on the dot right. Hot night, cold blood, I flood the whole circuit. Surface level rappers, I'm beneath it and above it. Perfect, serpent in the garden, part of me while I devour. Power by the hour, tower over every tower. Shower room with venom, then I send them to the flowers. Sour taste, left behind, I'm grinding every hour. Turbulence, I'm merciless, the furnace is my element. Elephant inside the room, I'm relevant and eloquent. Skeleton of every rapper hanging in my closet. Deposit every bar inside the vault, I never lost it. Faucet, I'm the drip to sip the grip, the whole facility. Ability, agility, tranquility, not hostility. Killing me, they couldn't if they gathered every villain. $1 billion mindset, I'm the ceiling in the building. Wrecking ball mentality, I flatten the reality. Salary of kings, I bring fatality with no formality. Brutality is casual, I'm gradual, then I snap. Map the whole terrain, the rain of pain, I own the trap. Cap is what they spitting, I'm admitting that I'm different. Militant, significant, magnificent, belligerent. Ignorant to think you could eclipse what I created. Hated by the many, celebrated by the weighted. Calibrate the scope, I rope them in and break the mold. Bold enough control, I'm golden cold, die for the old. Told you once before the floor is where you end up playing. Prayer to a God that they responding, I'm just saying. Decorate the coffin off and I'm the one they call for. From grace, erase the face, replace some water wall. Small talk, I don't do it, fluid with the execution. Persecution, revolution, my solution, no dilution. Watch me work. I don't flinch, I don't blink, I don't break. Earthquake, when I land, come in the sand, I shape the lake. Fake is what they manufacture, I'm the fracture in the system. Wisdom of 1,000 was the doors, I kicked them, ripped them. Watch me work. I don't flinch, I don't blink, I don't break. Every step I take, I make the ground beneath them shake. Stake your claim, I burn it down and build it back in my name. Flame that never dies, surprise, the prize was mine to take. Watch me work. I don't flinch, I I don't blink, I don't break. Earthquake, when I land, come in the sand, I shape the lake. Fake is what they manufacture, I'm the fracture in the system. Wisdom of 1,000 wars, the doors, I kicked them, ripped them. Helicopter view, I'm new, I move like I'm a veteran. Regimental war, the core, the flow, I settle it. Predator, competitor, my editor's a sledgehammer. Glamour, the kill, I spill the ink with perfect grammar. Catapult the verse, I'm first, I burst, I curse the earth. Birth of something wicked, every kick has got my worth. Surf the wave of chaos, I'm the chaos in the fire. Fire of the beat, I eat the meat, I never tire. Domino effect, respect the deck, I wreck the set. Jet black on the track, I stack the deck, I place the bet. Sweat, I never break a naked truth, I'm the greatest. Latest evolution, constitution, I'm the basis. Manuscript, I murder every word, a heavy hitter. Bitter, pitter, swallow, hollow, rappers getting thinner. Dinner with the devil, level 7, I'm the sinner. Winner of the war before I started, I'm the sprinter. Graveyard shift, I lift the gift and twist the whole perspective. The record, stay aggressive, impressive, and possessive. Fixative with the bars, the scars, the stars of my collective. Protective of the ground, I draw the clouds, I'm the detective, the innator, instigator. I'm the calculator, terminator, annihilator, alligator, innovator, variator. In the Coliseum, see him bleeding, feeding on the V, I'm here, I see him never leaving me. I don't flinch, I don't blink, I don't break. Every step I take, I make the ground beneath them shakes. Take your claim, I'll burn it down and build it back in my name. Flame that never dies, surprise, the prize was mine to take. Watch me work. I don't flinch, I don't blink, I don't break. Earthquake when I land, command the sand, I shape the lake. Fake is what they manufacture, I'm the fracture in the system. Wisdom of 1,000 wars, the doors, I kick them, rip them. Yeah, they studying me but still can't pass the test. I don't rest, I digest the best and spit out progress. No contest, done. Back Palestine when I'm in that blue. Back Palestine when the midnight bleed. Black Air Force with a stomped out crease. Jaw locked tight when the baseline creep. Whole block freeze when the gang slide deep. No fake grin when the kick drums crack. Just wolf pack rage in a black ski mask. I was brought with a backpack strap. Now every verse made the floorboard snap. Rusty gate by the riverside flats. Cold wind blow for the council patch. Young boys lurk with the knives get flashed. Everybody tense with the sirens dash. I seen fake hard men rehearse they scripts. Pose for the net with the rented drip. Till real life pressure split they ribs. Then a whole fake image disintegrate quick. Low voice first at the sub bass hum. Grey smoke rise where the lost kids run. Mom still tired from the overtime months. While I write dark bars with a blind shot. One tick 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 when the hi-hats twitch. Every damn line got pressure stitched. Internal rhymes in a stacked up grid. Every breath sound combat driven. No weak hooks for the viral trends. No fake pain for the hype machine. I got true scars for survival stress. And nights where the heat got cut again. Street light glare on the wet brick stairs. Cold air slash through the midnight air. Everybody round me got hidden despair. Everybody fighting some war somewhere. Black cute drift through the underroad. Tinted glass and the engine low. Whole cold crew silent in the backseat rows. Cause one wrong stare made the tension blow. I seen bloodline, loyalty dissolve. Seen best friends switch when the money cold. Now my trust instinct over dialogue. Cause envy spread when the pressure too. 808 slide underneath the frame. Hold down venue vibrate. Shake every punchline got switchblade. Wait every hook hit like an iron plate. Man go savage when the drums kick hard. Tongue move rapid like a hitman charge. Every cadence sharp like shattered glass. Cut straight through when the rhythm blast. I was raised with a train track spark. Dead end roads in the alley dark. With an old head stare with exhausted hearts. And a young boy's dream about escaping fast. Seen one bad week make a family crack. Seen one wrong call make the whole block snap. Now every bar got danger packed like pressure bombs in a cargo hatch. Fast flow mode now the lungs ignite. Every syllable packed too tight. Every rhyme it's a lot precise like coded files and encrypted drives. Machine gun tongue when the beat line shift. No room left for the weak scripts. Every verse got nightmarish like masked up men on a midnight drift. Street lights blink in the freezing fog. Diesel fumes on a broken star. Whole city cold like a steel wood vault. Everybody hungry and emotionally lost. I stayed low when the fake boys talk. Never move loud for attention spark. Cause I seen too many walls get dropped for the image. Chasing a reckless talk. DNA burst when the flow line snap. Voice turn dark and the tone shift black. Every line got pressure packed like 10-ton trucks in a tunnel crash. Whole crowd tense when the sub bass growl. Blackout energy flood the crowd. Riot squats in the underground with heavy boots and aggressive sounds. Still got trauma behind these bars. Still got scars from the old graveyard. Still hear screams when the night's too dark. Still got rage in the deepest parts. Have I learned how to weaponize stress? Turn cold pain into dominant tracks. Every beat line bend and stretch when I black out live on a set. Clap crack when the kick drum hit. Hold them rooms start twitching quick. Every rhyme but got venom drip. Every cadence militant. No false smiles for the photograph. Cause the past still cut like broken glass. Still got wounds from the old road past. Still hit echoes when the doors will slide. I seen fake loans in the rented cars. Fake ass chains and the scripted bars. Till real life pressure expose they heart. Then the whole fake image fall apart. I don't care about the online hype. I just spit raw from a war-torn mind. every verse got storm inside, like black cloud thunder in a winter sky. Late night train with the hood pulled low, cold wind slash through the corridor. Young lost soul with a twisted hope, still trying to fight for the system smoke. I remember nights with the heat cut off, mum wrapped blankets while the rain dropped hard. Now the same boys will ignore my craft on the act roads when the streams go large. But I don't trust all that fake support. Seen too many snakes move snake for sport. Seen loyalty die when the checks got short. Now I move solo in survival form. Black gloves on with an all black fit. No loose talk when the mission shift. Cause one bad move made the tension split, and the whole damn night turned catastrophic. Fast flow, now the drums go sick. Every breath, double time twist. Every breath, every bar interlinked with six different layers of aggressive scripts. No weak spots in the structure. Build every cadence. Got pressure seal like combat drills in a bunker filled with adrenaline rush and a hunger real. 808 pressure, make the floor cave in. Whole crowd rage when the lights start dim.